I'm Neville. I just wanted to tell you that the video you are about to watch is not made for kids. Thank you. Enjoy. The Earl said he wanted to see me? Yes, too. That means something's up. Where? No, down here, city. How can something be up when it's down? I'll explain later. Look, here comes the Earl. Ah, hello engines. I have some great news for you all. I have discovered a new engine. And where did you find this engine? An old standard gauge line bearing some rubble. He used to work for the Crowman's Gate Mining Company. Look, here he comes now. It can't be. I know that whistle. Oh, small world, isn't it? Aye, yes it is. You know him? Oh yes, this is Neil, an old friend of mine back before the Northwestern Railway was even created. He looks like a narrow gauge engine. Oh no, I may have worked with those young'uns back in the day about a century ago or so. Excuse me, Stephen and I were talking, and we would like to know about your past. I don't see why not. I was built in 1861 alongside my brothers. My older brother, Clive, had trust issues. He was also very snarky and rude. My younger brother, Matthew, way too much for his own good. But nonetheless, he had a heart of gold. We were built for the Sodor mainland railway. Upon its opening, it ran from Crowman's Gate to Crick Ronan, with plans to expand beyond Sodor to the mainland, hence the name. We worked under our controller, Mr. Mack. He managed both the S&M and the Scarloli Railway. We all respected him. Even Clive, he was very hard to please. For almost a decade we lived peacefully, until 1869, when a rumour began to spread. Unfortunately, that rumour turned out to be true. Oi, lads, you heard the news? Oh, great. What is it this time? It's... Alright, listen up, you lot. I have some news for you. A new railway is opening next year and will start at Wellsworth and go beyond Brendam to a dockyard. I knew working on a line this small was such a bad idea. This might put us out of business. Precisely. That is why I have devised a plan. The main contract that the new line possesses is the dock. So if we expand our harbour, then we might put them out of business. Ingenious. Precisely, Clive. That's not a plan, that's a scheme. If a scheme is what's necessary at this time, then it must be done. Now hush, you should think before you speak back to your controller. My opinion didn't matter. They still went through with the scheme nonetheless. Once the engine arrived, then trouble began to brew. And I'm sorry to say that Clive was the first one to meet one of these engines.
Hello, I'm Colin. Who are you?
Shut up!
Pardon?
I said shut it! You're trying to steal our work. Well, I have news for you, Inchworm. Your plan is going to fail. Now get out of my territory. This isn't your place to crawl around.
There's no need to be rude. I was only trying to be friendly.
Word spread quickly about the yard. Soon, I even heard of the news, and I had harsh words to say at Clive for the sheds that night that I'd prefer not to say. Neil, let me tell you something. Times are changing. The world is changing. The world has moved on from us. That engine was larger, more modern, and more powerful than any of us. I had the right to treat him the way I did. I agree with Clive. If they succeed, they might put us out of business. But perhaps, maybe, we could be a bit more kind to them. Pah! There's no such thing as kindness in this world. Everyone is only looking out for themselves.
Like I was doing. A few days later, I was delivering slate to Wellsworth for their construction, and I was hoping to have a good first impression to make up for Clive's behavior. As I was thinking this, I saw another engine waiting near the platform.
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
What's it to you?
I'm sorry for the way my brother treated you the other day.
That wasn't me he was being rude to. That was one of my colleagues. I never met any S&M engines until now, so I assumed you were all the same.
Oh dear, where are my manners? My name's Neil. Who might you be?
Lily, nice to meet you. So, would you mind telling me why your brother is the way he is?
I suppose. Clive was built first out of all of us S&M engines, so naturally, his trial was first. Before the trial, that night, men bent the tracks that he was about to go on. He derailed. His damage wasn't horrible, but he needed mending. I'm sorry, the workman replied, but there isn't time. Since that day, Clive had issues trusting engines and people alike.
Lily, you need to get moving. You are 2 minutes behind schedule.
Oh dear. Thanks, Neil. It was nice talking to you.
What I didn't know is that Clive was overhearing that entire conversation. What the hell is wrong with you?
Jesus! What was that for? You should be asking him that, not me. What did Neil do?
He interacted with the enemy.
He told them about my test crash. You should be ashamed of yourself, Neil.
I know, sir. I am, sir. Good. Now that that's out of the way, I have some news to share. Our harbor extension has been completed. However, these actions have put us in some minor debt, and if this gets any worse, well, we might as well just sink in the harbor. The expansion did prove its merit. However, the expansion combined with the contracts we already possessed made it difficult for the three of us to manage. That's why, to compensate, each of us was assigned a specific job to keep things under control to lighten the workload for the rest of us. Clive shunts trains and brings trains to and from the harbor. Neil brings slate from the mining company at Crovan's Gate down to the harbor. And Matthew, you will handle the passenger services. Any objections? No, sir. We all adjusted to our new lives rather quickly. We never saw each other as often as we used to, due to us deciding to stay at our own workplaces for the sake of convenience. But I was happy nonetheless. Another Wellsworth and Sodor engine came into my yard. He was much bigger than the rest of them, and more powerful too. He was just leaving the yard when Matthew came through. And the guards!
Oh, I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
No, I insist. You go first. I'm in your way.
You're a passenger train. You have the right of way.
But you're a guest. You have the right of way.
Any
Just
day
go
now,
ahead,
will it be
please.
starting in just a minute? What seems to be the commotion?
I should get out of your way. Your passengers will have our bugs if I don't move now.
I'm sorry for you. I didn't catch your name. My name's Matthew.
My name is Adam. See you around, Matthew.
Well. How kind of you, Matthew. Don't startle me like that. I wasn't trying to be kind. I was only acting as I usually do.
Adam came through Crovan's Gate more often than the other engines. His presence was a delight in the yard. He said or did whatever he pleased. At that point, each of us S&M engines had an encounter with our Wellsworth and Sudbury counterpart. But little did we know what was going on northwest. Well, please, tell us more.
It's late, Billy.
Can we wait till tomorrow? All this talking is making me tired.
All in good time, Millie.
No, Steven's right. We should get some sleep. We can continue this some other time.